Welcome in to the Dolphins Today post-game show. I am Will Scott here after a 32-29 loss to the Buffalo Bills on Saturday Night Football in prime time on NFL Network. National audience for the second straight week watching the Dolphins, and the Dolphins lose on a 25-yard game-winning field goal by Tyler Bass. That field goal was set up by a really iffy PI call on Kader Kohou, which quite frankly, I do not think you can call in that situation. Let's take a look at the box score here. Bills win by 3. Allen, he had a heck of a game. The defense for the Dolphins, another disappointing performance. Allen threw for over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. Devin Singletary, 11 carries, 33 yards. Dawson Knox, 6 receptions, 98 yards and a touchdown. He was wide open, middle of the field, pretty much every single play. Tua Tagovailoa, he looked a lot better tonight than he did in his last 2 games. 237 yards, 2 touchdowns. Raheem Mostert with the best performance that we've seen from him all year. 136 yards. Meanwhile, Tyreek Hill, 69 yards and a touchdown. So obviously, this is just a heartbreaking loss, right? I thought the Dolphins were the better football team tonight. I really do. I think they outplayed Buffalo in this game. You look at some key moments in this football game, which contributed to the loss. Obviously, I just mentioned the PI on Kader Kohou. If that doesn't get called, it is 4th and 4, I think actually 4th and 6. It would have been a 51-yard field goal in the snow for Tyler Bass. I don't know if he makes that. Even if he does make it, the Dolphins would have had a chance to either go down and win the game or tie the game with a field goal. But instead, it set up a chip shot, game-winning field goal for Buffalo. I thought it was a horrendous call. I really thought it was a bad call. I get it. Kohou didn't make a play on the ball. It was iffy. Wide receiver and DB going at it. Let him play. They're playing the snow. They're playing with playoff implications on the line. Let them go at it. I thought it was a horrendous call. But what really came back to haunt the Dolphins in this game was the score at the end of the first half. Allen scrambling to his right, clock runs out, throws with zeros on the clock into the end zone, wide open touchdown, and then Dolphins are down 8 at halftime. That was killer. That really came back to haunt the Dolphins. You had 1 or 2 times there at midfield, great field position, couldn't take advantage. The Dolphins did not turn the ball over in this game. That's worth noting. Again, Tua looked more confident. He was under pressure a lot. The O-line, I would say they kind of bended but didn't break. They could have played better tonight. But again, Tua looked a lot more confident. Who's to blame for the loss? Go down in the comment section. Let me know. I mean, obviously the defense you can point to. Josh Boyer, you know my thoughts on him. The defense has been the worst road defense in the league all year, giving up 31 points per game. They give up 32 points tonight in Buffalo as we continue to react to this loss to the Bills in the snow. In the fourth quarter, obviously the elements were playing a factor. The snow's coming down. I lived in Syracuse, New York, 4.5 years. Lake effect snow's no joke. It was really affecting, obviously, both teams, especially the Dolphins in the fourth quarter. I want to tell you about our friends over at Fetch. Thanks to them for sponsoring today's show. Super easy to use and a free app that allows you to earn reward points on literally anything you buy. Scan any physical receipt or e-receipt, and you will earn points for your purchases, and the process only takes seconds. You don't have to worry where the receipt is or what's on it. Let me show you here in this video how easy it is to use. All you got to do, open the Fetch app, press the orange camera button in the middle, snap a photo of your receipt, and then hit submit. And you'll start to see that confetti popping here in a second. But that means you've earned more reward points. It's a simple process. You can also click the e-receipt function to get rewarded for your Amazon purchases or other online shopping by syncing your email account. You can then redeem those points at Amazon, Starbucks, Target, Walmart, some of your favorite retailers and restaurants, hundreds of those available. Fetch is available on iPhone and Android. 5,000 free points if you use our link, chatsports.com/fetch, and promo code chat. If you do that, you can get those points, but those points only available for a limited time. So go and take advantage. We're all getting our shopping in for the holidays. It's going to be a lot of receipts we're piling up. Turn those receipts into points, which will then turn into gift cards. Chatsports.com/fetch. Promo code chat. Link promo code in the comments and the description of this video. Let's talk about Tua. I thought it was a good bounce-back game from Tua. He completes 17 of 30 passes, 237 yards, 2 touchdowns. Made that really impressive throw to Jalen Waddle for that touchdown. I'm looking up to see how long that was. And then that, what'd you say? 68 yards, thank you. And then the Tyreek Hill touchdown, which was 20 yards on the dime, perfect. Tua, could have played better at times, but overall it was a good bounce-back game. Tough place to play in Buffalo on the road. Overall, he made pretty good decisions tonight. But the story on offense was Raheem Mostert, and this was the game we have been waiting to see from a Dolphins running back all season. 17 carries, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Raheem was absolutely outstanding in this football game, and with Jeff Wilson out especially, it was really important to establish a run game. That's what I talked about in my keys to the game, my preview video. You have to establish the run. The Dolphins did that. It gave him a chance to win the football game. But Josh Allen, who has really dominated, I hate to say, they used to use that word, but it's true, the Dolphins in his career, 304 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks. The defensive line, for the most part, struggled to put pressure on him. He had time all game. It was very tough to bring him down. Be sure to subscribe because we bring you daily Dolphins content. We're live for every game. Get you Dolphins post-game videos, and we're live every Thursday. We're bringing multiple segments, including mailbags. That's the link. Hit that big red sub button. Subscribe Dolphins Day. We're fast approaching 36,000 subscribers. I do want to add this before we get into our mailbag question, Coop, and I think you'll agree with me. It really sucks to have lost this game. It's really unfortunate that the Dolphins have now lost 3 straight football games. But this needs to be a result you look at that's encouraging for this football team. The Bills are arguably the best team in the NFL. You outplayed them in this game, on the road, in the elements. The Dolphins were 8.5-point dogs coming into this game. Everyone was picking Buffalo to win this game. Nobody believed the Dolphins could win this game, and they're that close. It's an iffy PI call is the difference in this game. So I'm really proud of the fight in this Dolphins team today. I'm proud of the coaching staff. Yeah, unfortunate loss. They're 8-6 now. They have to win 2 of the last 3 probably to make the playoffs, but I do believe they will do that. In fact, I think this Dolphins team can win out. Zach Attack, who called the 3rd and 1 plays? They should have ran, but they passed. I mean, yeah, Mike McDaniel's the play caller. I thought Mike called a good game tonight, honestly. There were some 3rd and 1s, I hear you, some questionable calls. You had the 3rd and 1 inside the 30-yard line where you throw it to Smythe for a 2-yard loss. Probably better just to feed Mostert there, or Ingold even, the way those 2 guys have played. Instead, they kick the field goal to go up 8. Buffalo goes down and ties the game. So I'm with you. There's 1 or 2 3rd and 1 calls that I disagreed with tonight. Redneck, why did they not run the ball more? The run game was really good. Redneck, I'm really bad at math. I'm going to figure out Mostert's average yards per carry. Mostert averaged 8 yards per carry in this football game. I'm with you. I would not have been against them running the ball more. Again, I thought McDaniel called a decent game. You put up 30 points nearly on a really, really solid defense in Buffalo. But yeah, Mostert 8 yards per carry. Probably should have got the rock a little bit more than he did. Luke, are the Dolphins still in the playoffs? Yes. They're still the 6th seed, but that could change. Jets, Chargers. Oh, great. Thank you, Coop. Jets, Chargers, a lot of those teams that are right on the outside looking in play tomorrow. And what's not good is the Dolphins do not have the tiebreaker against the Chargers. They do not have the tiebreaker against the Jets. They do have the tiebreaker against the Patriots. Now, they play the Patriots again. They play the Jets again. That could change. They also do not have the tiebreaker against the Bengals. The Ravens did lose today, which was nice. You have the tiebreaker against them. But it's going to come down to the wire in the AFC. Keep in mind, this was a Dolphins team that was 8-3. We're thinking about Super Bowl. Now we're just thinking about making the playoffs. Darren, what's up? We need a new DC and some corners who know how to play football. Why are the wide receivers dropping so many passes? Yeah, and that's another thing that came back to haunt the Dolphins in this game. It was 7-3. Trent Sherfield dropped what should have been an easy touchdown pass. Again, the elements, made some of those catches challenging, but Sherfield needed to come up with that. Josh Boyer needs to go. He needs to go. The defense has shown no consistency this year. I give them credit. They played better in the second half, but you cannot allow 30-plus points and expect to win a football game. And they've done that pretty much every single road game this season. The worst road defense in the league. I think you have to seriously, especially if you somehow miss the playoffs, you have to move on from Boyer, who McDaniel did not hire. He was already on staff and was retained. No, John, I love Tua. I don't think Tua does not need to be traded. Tua did not have a bad game tonight. He's not the reason he lost. Vera F. Kennedy, it was Josh Allen versus the city of Miami. So apparently, I'm getting some messages here that Josh Allen was calling out Dolphins fans, tell them to go home in the postgame. So, all right, Josh. Well, we'll see you next month in the playoffs, hopefully. Johan, do you think Josh Boyer will be fired by the end of the season? If so, I think we got to get a Josh Boyer replacements video this week, Coop. Do you think Josh Boyer will be fired? He's not going to get fired during the season, but into the season, very possible if the defense cannot show more consistency. And I said this throughout the stream tonight. There's way too much talent on your defense to be doing this, to be having these type of performances. Let me see how many total yards the Dolphins gave up tonight. It's probably over 450. I bet you it's over 450. Well, I was close. 446 total yards given up by the Dolphins tonight. You let Allen throw for 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Top candidates, I'm looking at Jim Leonard, former defensive coordinator at Wisconsin, and I'm looking at Matt House, the current defensive coordinator at LSU, who is the inside linebackers coach for the Chiefs for a couple seasons, including their Super Bowl team. What's your one-word reaction to the game? Go down in the comments section. I'm sure a lot of y'all are going to say disappointed. Some of y'all might say somewhat encouraging. But go down in the comments section. Let me know your one-word reaction to this football game. We will see you soon with more Dolphins content. I'm going to get you guys another video tomorrow.